Now, that's a good color name. Hello guys, welcome back to the Maus channel. I got something special for you today. Now, it's my first 3D printed mouse. I could have gone with the easy route and picked the first mouse model I found and print that one. Instead, I grabbed the mouse model and gave a Tiger model and kablam! Smashed them together. And now we have Geschützwagen auf Maus. Okay, it may have not gone that smoothly. The first version had an issue where the superstructure walls were too thin for my FDM printer, so I had to make the walls thicker. The thin walls may have worked on a resin printer, but I don't have it, so had to rework that one. After working on the superstructure, there were missing layers on the front hull, which was weird since I didn't modify that one. The original plan was to print the hull in two parts, the bottom hull and the top hull, but because of the missing layers issues, I had to split the top half into the two parts, where the superstructure and the engine compartment are in different parts. The final version ended up being 9 parts. There's the gun carriage, the superstructure, the front hull, the bottom hull, tracks on both sides, and the recoil plate and a pin for the recoil plate. The first parts to be printed were the gun and the gun carriage, already shown in the video. And next one, the superstructure, which is being worked on right now. Before going in any further in the project, I wanted to make sure that the superstructural walls were actually printable. Now, if I could actually speak, that would be good too. Turns out it worked fine, and I didn't even need the supports. Generally, when you are printing over air in too steep angle, you need to support it. Otherwise, the printing result looks bad. The next part was the bottom hull, which is standard mouse piece, but it was made slightly longer to work better with the model. Here I did use supports, which now needs to be removed. They came off fairly easily this time. Sometimes they are quite attached to the model and you need to use pliers to pull them out. Then was time for the largest piece, which was the top part of the front hull, consisting the engine bay and frontal crew positions. And here the top hull pieces go together. And next was the turn 4 tracks, which were also made a bit longer than the standard mouse tracks. It's time to start assembling stuff. And I may have lied to you, it wasn't 9 pieces in total, it was actually 15, since I printed 3 extra track link pieces on each side since there were no side skirts, so the top part of the track would show. I lied you again. Turns out it was only 2 track link pieces per side. So we are, I said 16 pieces, so we are now at 14 pieces. Man, internet is full of liars. Be careful. Let's splooge some glue on the bottom hull. Did I say the bottom hull was a standard mouse piece? Just slightly longer. Turns out that wasn't true either. It has a cutout in the back section to make room for the gun carrier. Not gun carrier, gun carriage. Ooh, what a day. Artillery players are truly the worst, right? Now, this makes me really appreciate the commercial models where there are keyings and slots where to glue the pieces in. Now I'm just eyeballing it into somewhat correct place. But I'm not gonna let the perfection to stand between me and Maus. We are doing this. Before I glue the tracks in places, I'm gonna paint them first. It's way easier this way. I have glued all the hull parts together now. It's time to see if the gun carriage fits well. Looks fine, except there's small holes in the side. Fix for those is a thin piece of cardboard glued in place, and then I'll slap some paint on to make the color more even. It's not too important since it's quite hidden place below the top hull and up above the tracks. Now we can glue the suspension and track pieces to the main model. And what artillery piece would be without its gun? So let's add that one. I decided to use the 17cm cannon, even though it would probably make more sense to use the 21cm or bigger one. But I love the aesthetics of this one. Only missing parts are the recoil plate and its connection pin. At first I printed it in this way, where the arms were pointing upwards. The problem is that it's going to be this way in the model, where the flat plate is more visible. But since that side was in connection with the printing surface, it doesn't look very great. So I print it again, other way around this time. Now the flat plane looks way smoother. Sure, there's a bit rough surface here where the supports were connected, but that's gonna be mostly hidden, so I'm gonna live with that one. So let's slap that into place. I won't use glue here, since the connection pin should be enough to hold it in places, and it enables pivoting it around the axle, even though I'm not gonna use that function, probably, because it will most likely scrape off the paint. Talking about paint, let's add some camouflage pattern. And we got a beautiful GV mouse. Yes, if you pick it up or look closely, you can clearly tell that it's 3D printed model, but I think it still looks alright. I would accept it. I will accept it. Fight me. Of course, this is 100% not historically accurate, nor plausible design. It has a little bit extra length to it, as seen here compared to the regular mouse, but it's still not enough room to rearrange all the engines and other inner parts. So there's my GV mouse project. What do you think? Let me know in the comment section. Until the next video, bye bye!